Hi everyone, welcome back to my brand new YouTube channel, Mystic Visions Daily. On this channel, I'm going to be doing pick a card readings, and I'm going to be utilizing several different decks and methods to give you the readings for the days that lay ahead. So for this particular reading, I am focusing in on Gemini for the month of November 2020. So if Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, please do listen in. Or if you're a cross watcher, please listen all the way through. There might be a message in here for you. So for this particular reading, I'm going to be using the Fairy Angels deck, the Crystal Angels, Fairy Oracle, sorry, Crystal Angels, the Dream Tarot deck, that's this giant deck right here. And then underneath, I'm going to be doing cardomancy. I use playing cards. I initially learned how to read cards using playing cards, and they are my favorite. And I found that with using other decks, it really enhances the reading and the meaning behind what it is that's on all the cards. So for pile number 1, I have Jasper. Pile number 2, I have Aventurine Quartz. Pile number 3, I have Tiger's Eye. And then pile number 4, I have Rose Quartz. And I also forgot to mention that I'm going to be rolling the dice for your lucky numbers at the end of each reading, because I think it's important, and numbers mean a lot to different people. I know they do for me. I have a lucky number I look out for. So take a look at these piles, see which one resonates with you and which one calls your name. Think about it for a moment, or feel free to listen to it all the way through. All right, so without further ado, let's get started with pile number 1, and that is the Jasper. Okay, so first we're gonna read the Fairy Oracles, and then we're gonna read the Crystal Angels. I'm gonna read the tarot deck, and then underneath I have the playing cards. I'm gonna round out the reading and give you the whole message, because that's how I do things here. All right, your first one is Magical Blessings. It says, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So maybe you're coming into money, I'm thinking, or some kind of high fortune circumstance. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy in doing it. Well, I think you are already busy in doing it. And you're blessing people already, or you feel blessed with it, and you're telling people about it. You have support system right here, I can see. You are motivated, but you motivate yourself. You don't need others to motivate you. You motivate yourself, it says. Okay, Calcite. It says busy times and multitasking. See, take charge of your schedule. See, you motivate yourself. This busy time, and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy, because you're busy trying to get everything in order. But you're very good at multitasking, and you do it on your own. What else can I see? So you set a gold standard for yourself, it says. Okay, Moonstone. Moonstone says heighten intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, as it's trustworthy. I think you already know that about yourself. You have a good self-confidence. You have a high self-esteem, it says. And you're good at managing your time, and you can block out outside interferences, like the people talking outside my window. Okay, so Appetite. It says progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others. See, it's repeating the same thing. Don't compare yourself to others, just judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. But you already do that, and you don't need anyone else's approval, and you go and do it, whatever this is that you've done. You trust yourself, and you believe in yourself and your own best motivation, and then you give to others because you realize other people maybe can't do it like you. Let me see what else I see. You have a lot of things on your plate. You might have a family, you might have multiple jobs, and you're able to balance them well. You take time out also for yourself and to clear your thoughts. Like I said before, like you write, I'm not sure if I said it, actually I was thinking about it. You write like a journal or something, you keep it all penned down. You keep it down, and you know exactly your schedule. Okay, the Lovers. See how it goes kind of with that right there? You got the Three of Cups. See you celebrating again. Are you Mr. or Miss Popular or what? Page of Swords. See people look up to you. King of Swords. You have a lot of people around you. You might have some jealousy around you, but it doesn't bother you at all. You're actually able to block it out. You know who your real friends are. and you give your attention to them. You can see through people's facade. People on their throne, you can see past the people's facade, it says. What else can I see? You're good at picking like-minded people to hang out with, and you have a fun nature about you, but you know when to cut that out and when to do the important things. It says you have two sides. You have a playful side, and then you have one that's very serious, and you know when to cut it off. Like, you're not late to work, you're not late on your bills, unless you like legitimately forgot. And people love you, and it's like you're able to also attract lots of dates or lovers. Is what it says. You're not bothered. Like I said, you're not bothered by people's presence. If someone's cute or pretty or like whatever, I'm also cuter and prettier, not in a nasty way, but you have a good self-confidence about you, is what it's saying. Okay, so let's finish the cards. 3, I see another 3, 9, 10 of hearts, and then we have a Joker. So a Joker is a surprise up ahead. You might have a good surprise up ahead, and you're able to, like I said, you're able to block out stress, or if you get bad news, you were able to fix it really quick, so it's not really bad. And you trump it always with your good attitude, and you have like a little bit of money. Sometimes you maybe spend a little bit too much on going out, or you shop online, but you have the money. But said be careful, because sometimes we get carried away with those cyber sales. But you are a very strong, loving, giving person, and you can overcome any if something bad came your way recently, able to overcome it. See anything else? You maybe keep things to yourself, and like I said, there's a surprise up the way for you. It's not a bad surprise at all. It's actually going to catapult you into the future. That's what it's saying. Okay, so we're going to read you your lucky letter. I have letters, and then it could be lucky letters, names, and fragments of sentences. I meditate on this before I do the pick a card, and then I write it. I type it because I can't read my own writing. I was trying to read my own writing before, and couldn't even do that. Okay, so RGHYHKLM BFRFBUV. I'm going to read them again. R, and then it's GHY together. HKLM BFRFBUV, and FBUV is together. And then here are your names and fragments. Annetta, Annie, Ryan, Brian, Rich, coded, shiny. Maybe you bought a ring. Jasmine, Lee, moving out, moving on, and shielding. I read it again. Annetta, Annie, Ryan, Brian, Rich, coded, shiny, Jasmine, Lee, moving out, moving on, shielding. Show it to you. Maybe these resonate with you in your current situation or whatever is going on in your life. Maybe it's people. I'm not sure. Okay, so here is, I'm going to do your lucky numbers here at the end. You have 7, 78, 6, 7, 6, and 1. 7, 6, 8, 77, 6, and 1. And think about these. These could be your lucky numbers. It could be your part of an address, part of a phone number. It could be, things that you're looking out for. It could be any of those things, numbers that you play, something like that. So I want to thank you so much for choosing pile number 1. So let's move on to pile number 2. Let me just get rid of this mess right here. Take this away. Okay, so just like magic, it's gone. All right, so number 2 is Aventuring Quartz for those of you that chose pile number 2. Let's see what the cards have to say. So I'm gonna do fairies first, and then I do the crystal angels, and then I do the tarot underneath these giant cards, and then underneath that I have playing cards, and then underneath that I have your message. I'm gonna read them one by one, and then we're gonna round out the message and make the whole thing in its entirety. Okay, let's go. Fairy spotting. It says, it's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So you put your faith first. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. I think you're already doing that. See, it kind of says it's repeating the same thing. And it's a lot of purple. Maybe you Purple's the color of royalty. It's also amethyst. Maybe it has something to do with that. An Aquarius, I'm not sure. But it's saying you're focusing in on something that's important to you. And you think it's a pie in the sky, like it's unattainable, but it is attainable because you're taking the necessary steps and you're putting your energy into it. All right, Charite. Charite says spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. You're thinking whatever this thing that you want. You're a little scared if it might actually happen or come into play. I totally get that. Like, what if my wish comes true? Oh my God, what am I gonna do? What if my wish comes true? All right, so next one you have is let yourself sparkle and shine. And it says, you are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side. So where else? See, I told you, you feel scared if this thing would actually come to life. You're like, oh my goodness, what if it comes true? Are you a star? Are you maybe venturing into your unique business or something? It's unique. Charite's a unique stone. It's very dear to your heart. Okay, next one. Kyanite. Kyanite says, make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So just be easy on yourself. You see how these are all kind of the same color? I'm thinking that you're kind of, you have your mind set right. It's like set right here is what it says. It's you're focusing in correctly, as it says. You're focusing in, you're wishing wisely. And don't be too worried or too obsessed about your dream or your job that's going to come true, because you're manifesting it and you're putting your energy and thoughts into this. You're putting it a lot. Maybe you're advertising too, or you're telling people about it. You're doing it on your own, but you tell people about it. And people like your heart. Okay, so let's continue. So you have the 2 right here. This is signifying to me that you are kind of looking into the horizon toward the future. And then you have this card right here. Got the got some more cups for you. You're gonna be really happy. You're imagining your happiness. See, you make a decision. See, Queen. At the end of the day, it's going to be a fruitful decision for you. This is like you wonder again, like you wonder into the universe. What if this happens? Like you think about it all day. What if this thing comes true for me? And I'll be so happy when it comes true for me. I'll have it. This will mean I'll have it all, or I will soon have it all. Or I'm headed toward the direction that I want to go in your mind of what is having it all. And you're like, you're kind of hindering on this decision, and you have your money straight. I see that your money is straight, and you just keep wondering about it. That's what I see. You keep wondering over and over if I should do this over and over and over again. Should I put was it all the fruits in a basket? Like you're putting all your fruits in a basket, whatever that expression is. That's what you're doing. And but it's like you're looking toward the future. So I don't know if this is already happening. And then you're imagining how your future is going to lay out here. I don't see anything bad at all on this reading. You seem very centered in your decision making. You're able to make decisions on your own too. All right. See, 4 of hearts, Jack of spades, 7 of diamonds, and 10 of clubs. So it says 4, like you're going to manifest happiness and love. 4 of hearts. And there's someone involved here. I don't think they don't have as much money as you or something. That's anxiety. I know why I think of that now. And you're wondering if this is the person that you should really be, or this is the opportunity that you should really be doing. There's a lot of anxiety because you know what? You did something to this, like this similarly, and it didn't work out. I see. And it might have cost you time and money. That's why you're deciding. You're not really sure if this is good. They might have some traits that you're a little bit wondering about here. But I don't see that they have those traits that you wonder. It's some negative traits or something. You see something negative and you think it's like something before. Like someone when you see someone that looks like someone else, it reminds you of something before that was a bad experience. It's something like that. You're like, What if this person is, and things aren't as quite as you want them to be, like in your head, what you see in your head, they don't quite line up, but that's fine, because you're manifesting this love. Love supersedes everything. This says bad decisions, maybe bad investment or two, or some rough money area right there. And then you might have found out that someone was sneaking around or something and you didn't like that, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It says, okay, so I'm going to read your lucky, I'm going to read your letters, I'm going to read your words and names. So I meditate on this before I do the reading, and then I type it out because I can't read my own writing. I was trying to read my own writing on my other things and I had no idea. I was like, what is that, a V or a W? But whatever came out was right. All right, so NCGRF FMC BRC LJK RICL. I'm gonna do it again. NC and then GRF is together, F MC together, BR is together, C LJK RIC like Rick, that's together, and then L. And then here are your words, your fragments, and your names. Almonds, cooking, pizza, carpet. Emergency relinquished, Danny, Alberto, Albert, Amy, Candace, cherish, Fred, mother. I read it again. Almonds, cooking, pizza, carpet, emergency, relinquished, Danny, Alberto, Albert, Amy, Candace, cherish, Fred, and mother. So I just show them to you right here and see if any of that resonates with you. And last but not least, I'm going to do your numbers. You have 3, 4, 20, 6, 4, 3, and then 2. 2, 3, 4, 6, 23, and 4. So think about those numbers. They may mean, they might be your lucky numbers. They may be an email address. They may be in a physical address. They may be numbers that you play. I do the numbers in all my readings because I look out for them and I think numbers are important. All right, so that is it for pile number 2. Clean out this mess right here. Woo! And then we're going to do pile number 3. Okay, so 3 has the tiger's eye. All right, so this is how I do this. I'm going to do the Oracle of the Fairies first, and then I do the Crystal Angel cards, and then I do the playing card, or sorry, I do the tarot cards, and then I have the playing cards underneath to round out and give you your message. All right, so let's begin. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Friendship, are you rekindling then? Maybe you're rekindling. You guys are two peas in a pod. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. I think you're rekindling some long lost, either an interest or a friendship or a relationship. Maybe there's a third party involved. It was an important thing. This thing was important to you. It stood out to you. Okay. Emerald, precious gemstone. Ceremonies and celebrations is time of important life passages such as weddings, birthday, graduations, or anniversaries. It is something important relationship. Maybe this is the person that you're meant to marry or something, or meant to go into business with. Either way, you rekindled this not too long ago. You're on the same page now, and you're going to begin something that's like, it's a lot of green, so I'm thinking like fortunate. All right. Topaz. Forgiveness heals. See, you forgave. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. You forgave whoever it was. I just did that recently. You know, if someone comes and, you know, you got into an argument with someone and they email you or they text you or Instagram message and you forgave them. Whatever it is, however they contact you, you just did that and you rekindled this. Ruby. It says, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. I believe that you did do this. You did talk it over with this person. Whether it be a job or relationship, you talked it over. It was very important to you, this thing. Very important to you. And some things got in the way of this, but this is a very meaningful, important relationship to you, I see. and you've been through many, maybe you went through a couple years or a couple things with not talking, or a couple things. You did do, I'm sure you did a few things without them, but you went through several chapters in your life without this person or this job or whatever it is. And you always look back at it because it was good. It had ups and downs. There's a reason why it ended, but that's what it is. All right, see, burden. See, you can release the burden. Ace of Pentacles, so you release the burden and you let new in. There, stable. Okay. And then you have, last but not least, this one. This is just telling me that you're on the same page now with this person and you did reunite. You let this burden off your shoulders. Maybe because when we get angry at someone or we quit a job, it takes a lot of energy to hold on to this. This anger, and I totally relate because I get angry, and then you decided to forgive. You had it seemed to be like you had the power when this day came to you, but you had the power, yes, no, and you're like, yay, back together again, and then you're kind of on your way now. You're on your way, so that's really good. With like-minded people, maybe you went back into a job or like friendships that you had, and let me see if I can see anything else. No, you're just really happy you let this thing come back into your life, or this person come back into your life. And they might have, they extended a peace offering to you maybe, or maybe you did it to them. Be like, hey, lunch on me if you meet me, or I'll take us to wherever, I'll drive, or they said that. And you started planning again things to do together. Okay, so let's read your card. 6 of Clubs, 2 of Clubs, 4 of Diamonds, and Jack of Clubs. So I think you had like a little trepidation about this person that came back in, and you see how it's also a 4. It's like you begin again after all this trial and tribulations. So this person might have cost you money, like parking tickets or something, or they did something to cost you some money, but it wasn't too much. And then 2, this was the relationship started getting uneven, or this friendship or whatever it is started getting, it wasn't the best, is what it says. It was not the best, and maybe a lot of fights. But now they kind of like learned a lesson, and they're scared to annoy you, or you're scared to annoy them, is what it says. And you're like, you need to grow up. You need to grow up. You need to act like something different way if we're gonna do this. And they're learning. They're behind you a little bit. Like you're the first person. You're always like the innovator, or you're the first person, and then they're behind you. Okay, so let's read your lucky. We're gonna read your. I always say the lucky. They could be lucky. We're gonna read your letters and the names and fragments that could be resonate with you. Maybe not. So I meditate and I print these out before I do the reading, and then that's basically how I do it. Okay. AVGILLMRTYUIPRR. I'm going to read it again. AVGILL together. MRTYUIPRR together. IPRR together. Okay. Here's the names or fragments that could be of interest to you. Nina, 9, because both 9. Alex, Alexandra, neighbor, stop by, channeling your resources, replenished, a favor, birthday. That's weird because you have like a celebration thing. Okay. Nina, 9, Alex, Alexandra, neighbor, stop by, channeling your resources, replenished, a favor, birthday. I'm going to show it to you. See? Okay, so we'll put it down there. And then last but not least, we're going to roll your lucky numbers. Let's see what they have in store for you. 1, 6, 3, 3, 70, 5, and 7. 1, 6, 70, and then 3, 3, 5, and 7. So think about them. They could be your lucky numbers. They could be part of a street address. They could be part of a phone number. They could be lucky numbers that you play. Maybe it's someone's email address. So that is it for pile number 3. And now we're going to move on to pile number 4. Let's see what you have. Okay, so for those of you that chose pile 4, that was the rose quartz. we're going to see what the messages have in store. So this is how I do things on this channel. For this particular reading, we're going to do the fairies card, and then we're going to do the crystal angels card, and then we have the dream tarot, these giant cards, huge. And then underneath that, I had the playing cards. I learned how to read with playing cards first, and it really enriches and rounds out the reading. And then last but not least, I do have names and initials for you that might be of interest. Okay, let's go. Tree wisdom. It says, this tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. So maybe you're looking for like some kind of an answer or something. Temptation. It says, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, wherever it's guys. You want someone to call, or you want something, it's like you want it, but you know it's not good for you. It says like you want it. Maybe it's someone not so great. Maybe someone that makes you spend more money. You know, I have those friends, I just end up spending too much money when I go out. It could be something like this. And you're trying to like not do it. You're like, let me find something else to do instead of spending like $50 on lunch. Okay. Ametrine. It says, balancing masculine and feminine energy. So you want to find something else. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. So it's just saying, you need to balance out your time, maybe find something else other than whatever this is that it's like you want to do it, but you don't want to do it. Okay. Dolomite. It says, stay strong in your faith. You see, it's like, you know, you have to keep strong. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on keeping your positive mindset. And you're trying to keep yourself from doing something. It could be something frivolous, you know, like buying a new purse or something like that, or like you really want to go do something, you're like, but it's against your best judgment. Maybe it's just something new. It could just be that, like something new and you don't know. Okay. Angelite. Angelite. I'm not sure. I've never heard of it. Okay. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship or increased spiritual growth. I think maybe you're guilt tripping because you want to have fun and you think you should be deeper. It's saying it's a fun reading. You're lucky. Like I mean, they're all good readings, but you want to do this thing, but you're like, no, I need to do this. It's more, this is better for my time. This is better for my resources. But what you really want to go is you want to go do this instead. It could be a job. Like you want to go out and start your something and it's kind of precarious, but you're like, nah, I should really do this where it's going to make me money. It could be something like that. And you're just like trying to fight yourself over, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with my time. That's kind of where you are. You're like, maybe I can balance my time and I can do one and the other. Or maybe you're like, oh, I can work and I can socialize. I just need to balance them out. Okay. So you have temperance, see, balance it out. You're trying to steer yourself away from whatever this is. You think it's not going to be good. Nah, you're fine. You're thinking the worst. For some reason, you're trying to balance it out and you're trying to steer yourself away. You're like, what if this destroys me? That's what you think. And then, but it's not going to, because you'll come out as a winner. This is kind of like, you feel like alone in this decision making and you're just trying to balance everything out. But you're going to come up with an idea to be able to do everything. It says you'll come up with an idea to be able to do everything, and it's not, you know, going to be a painful end like you think, and you don't have to like, you like run the other direction or something. You don't have to do that. It says you'll be fine. Okay, 4 of spades, 6 of spades, ace of clubs, and then king of spades. You're trying to get away from somebody or something you think is bad, and you think the worst, and maybe like they've acted or something has happened in the past to made you really be like, oh my God, well this and that happened to this person when they took the job and they went with this kind of person. It was the worst. But it won't happen for you. It might change your life a little bit, but it won't happen for you. You might have heard rumors of something not good too. You might have heard rumors. You're gonna have to find out for yourself if those rumors are true. I can't see from this, but you've been through a lot. That's why you're really careful with your time, because you've been through a lot. You've been through hardship. You know, that's why maybe you don't want to let that person back in. You've been through hardship, you've been through pain, this and that, but you come out a stronger person, and you're not sure about this thing that they're offering you, because you're like, you did this before, or someone like you did this, or I heard that you did this. So you're not really sure. So you don't have a very good, see, it goes with this. You don't have, you think it's the worst. You think that it's the worst. Okay, so we're going to read your letters and then fragments I wrote down, and then names. All right, so JKL, MNVVVRSMNBR. I'm going to read them again. AGHH together. JKLMN, and then VVVRS together. MNBR. Okay, we're going to read your names and your fragments. Okay, Philip, doctor, doctorate, license, reasoning. Alan, Barry, Amanda, Ricardo, plane, leaving, stay for a while, so much more, your own personal chef. Okay, Philip, doctor, doctorate, license, reasoning, Alan, Barry, Amanda, Ricardo, plane, leaving, stay for a while, so much more, your own personal chef. Okay, so here it is if you want to take a look at it. And then last but not least, I'm going to roll your lucky numbers. I have 3, 6, 1, 11, 10, 1, and 6. 3, 6, 6, 1, 10, 1, and 11. You have a lot of 1s and 11s. You start again. And then, let me see if I see anything. No, you have repeating thoughts in your mind, perhaps. So I want to thank you very much for joining me on this reading. I'm going to be doing pick a card reading several days a week for you guys. I just started with this channel, so I apologize if I've made any blunders or I tripped over my 2 front teeth while I was talking. So thanks again, and I'll be seeing you later.